Hey guys, so today I'm going to be going over a more in-depth sitting shot and some tips to see if you can get it right and see what works for you. So the first thing you're going to need to worry about is your bag. So how high you are above the floor and how full you like it, so how firm. The next thing is how the gun feels and fits to you. Now this gun, for me, fits perfectly. I can rest this elbow on this leg and still have full range of the trigger. This hand rests perfectly here and the gun is in my shoulder exactly where it should be. It's really important that you tinker with your gun and you get it right. Once you find a position that you're comfortable in, then you're going to want to try obviously shooting. So now I got this reducer here at about 20 yards, but I'm going to go through the full process. So I've got my pellets here. You just sat down. You know, what I tend to do, I tend to scoot around a bit until I feel comfortable on the target. I then reach this hand across, put my eye to the scope, put the zoom up to max, which on my scope is 50, then turn the wheel on the side until the target becomes crystal clear. Then I look at what it's telling me, and it's telling me just over 20 yards. So then I turn my top turret to my 20 yards, which is there. And then I'll drop this down. Now I shoot on 25 mag. You shoot on whatever you feel will benefit you the most and whatever you feel most stable. Bearing in mind, the higher your magnification, the less stable you appear to be, but in reality you're no less, no more stable. So what I do then, I reset the gun, make sure it's firmly into my shoulder, put my eye to the scope, and then it's about the breathing. So once you get your crosshairs on the target, it's about your breathing. Now the proper way to breathe and slow your heart rate is take a breath in, out, in, out, in, half a breath. Then you want to take your shot. But to save time, just take a breath in and just go, stop halfway, bang. So let's try this now. So I've got my target here, this hood is in my way, and what we'll do, breathe in and out, and down it goes. Now it's important you don't snatch the trigger, so when you rest your hand, it's important you just gently squeeze the trigger, okay? So you take up you get your target, your crosshairs near the kill, take up the first stage, and then you concentrate and bang, you pull the second stage. Then if it all goes to plan and you've got a pellet in, it'll go bang and the target should hopefully drop. Now, another thing that we need to bear in mind is the wind. Now, on a day like today, it's fairly windy and it's fairly difficult to get it right on the longer targets. Now, here, the furthest target we've got is actually 54 yards, not 55. 55 is the maximum you shoot in a competition, but this one here is 54. So now, if we want to go for this 54, what I'm going to do is I'm currently on 25 mag, which is perfect for finding the target, okay? So I put my eye to the scope. Now I tend to just rest this here. I don't put my hand under it while I'm range finding. So I leave it rest. I look for the target. I then put this up to max, turn the wheel on the side till it's crystal clear. And this one is actually saying it's 55 yards. So that means because it's a little bit warm today, my scope is overranging by a yard, which, like I said before, with a Nico Sterling diamond, it's common, it happens, and it's a pain. Now I'm going to load this, and now I'm going to look at the foliage around me. So I'm looking at, there's these bushes, and I'm watching where they're blowing. Now currently they're blowing left to right, so I'm going to aim left-hand edge of this kill. And hopefully, if all goes to plan, we should hear it drop. So that time I slightly just pulled it high. So what I did was, when I had the gun here, I just relaxed my shoulder slightly, which I shouldn't have done. So that is a rookie mistake for there. One that I probably shouldn't have made. But let's try this again. I'm going to aim the same place. And that time we did it. So from that miss, I learned that I need to hold this gun in a more secure way. That's what you got to do. Don't get your feet caught in strings. You have to make sure the gun is held right. Now, I know where I went wrong on that shot, and even some of the best in the world still miss shots. So if you feel you're going through a run of bad form and you keep missing, then just don't count the misses. Just go, yeah, okay, I missed, move on. Focus on that target. But so long as you bear in mind, I missed that because of the wind, I missed that because I moved, I missed that because of my range in. As long as you know why you missed, that will make you a better shooter. Because you think all these people who have won the world championships never missed a target? No, they've missed hundreds and hundreds, and they've missed thousands. Misses are a part of this sport, whether you like it or not. We can never, if we all cleared the course, it would be boring and there would be no competition. So never be afraid to miss, and never be afraid to admit when you made a mistake. Just as long as you can learn from that mistake and, rectify it for your next shot, which hopefully the target should go chunk, if you're lucky, or if you're talented. So I hope this helped somebody. If it didn't, let me know. If it did, let me know. And yeah, I'll be sure to do some more if we like it. So